Hey everybody, this is Nick Mayhew, three-time gold medalist and three-time world record holder, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your number one resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Hi guys, I'm Sam Fricker. I'm an Australian Olympic diver, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You're listening to Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. It's a beautiful day out, a little bit of an overcast, but you know what? Having a break from the sun is really, it's a good thing, especially when you've been in a triple digits within the last 2 months here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Big shout out to my team in Manchester, UK, and New York City. Going to be heading out to Los Angeles for an updated photo shoot, content creation. I've got some interviews myself. I'm going to be on iHeartRadio very soon. On Zen's show, I'm not going to be dropping too many or spilling too many beans. And I just cast for number 9. I just cast for another show. Yes, I want to break into TV. If not the first, I would like to be the first and only public relations rep in the world to be on television, to have a breakout moment, and not only to just be in PR and media, but I also want my television debut series. I've been watching this season of Big Brother 24 here in the States. I kind of like it. I think in the last couple years they could have done better with the cast. Why the heck they didn't pick me for season 24, especially since my good friend Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta put in good word. But you know what? I will land on one of those seasons. I will make it onto Big Brother, and I'm going to be with the housemates that I'm supposed to be with, and I'm looking forward to having those future competitions. So CBS, Big Brother, everyone listening, you know I want to get onto that show. Just because I'm not 22 years old anymore doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to pack a punch and make it a great season on Big Brother, or you know what? Put me in front of the line for Celebrity Big Brother if I'm not going to be on regular Big Brother. So give me both of those options. Other than that, the future dating show, can't talk about it, but they are casting. I just had my recent interview. I hope to go to the second round to be able to get that video interview. But yeah, number 9 cast for 15, 16 shows last year. I did cast for Survivor this year as well. So I hope one day I will be able to broadcast here live on Power 98.5, letting all the listeners know to tune in to watch me on one of these networks. I have with me an incredible young artist. He's doing amazing things, and I don't use the word amazing loosely. I mean really amazing for who he is. He's based out of Canada. As always, we know Canadians are great people, have a lot of good friends out there in Canada. But this young man, he's known by Hurt Season, all right? We're going to be playing live music drop of Dark Star. I'm loving this track. I wish it was a little bit longer. It's like less than 2 minutes? But it's an exceptional track. He's got an EP coming out. He's only 21 years old, okay? He's considered and known for alternative experimental, he's an alternative experimental artist, okay? Hurt Season is already familiar with the concept of evolution. So he's Gen Z. We need evolution. We need change and growth in this world, as you all know. So I'm really glad he's not only here with us today, but also to help make change. He's got all the best combinations, I like to say, of Lil Peep, touch of Post Malone, and a splash of Machine Gun Kelly. But what makes him most unique is there is nobody like him, even though he may feel and sound somewhat familiar to the current artists that we hear, on radio. He is of his own individual sense and sense of self, and we're going to bring him right on up. So, Mr. Hurt Season, welcome to Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. You are live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I could go on and on and on about how talented you are, how you're not standing in your way, how you won't let anyone else stand in your way. Big shout out to your reps, Beth and Tim. Just bring us up to speed here. Why music? What has music done for you?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I think like over the years, throughout everything, like I always had some earbuds in, and I was always just looking for words that someone else has said that made me feel less alone going through what I was going through at the time. And so I'm just looking to be that for like the next kid who's like me, who like is a little too afraid to ask for what he needs.
When you say not afraid to ask what you need, you know what you need. But is there something that you can say to us from what you've learned in your life? What do you believe that you not only need, but what do you believe you deserve?
I think just having the ability to be yourself and having a collective of people around you that will never judge you for that, like all of the good and the bad and the ugly. I think that's what you need in order to really like find who you are, and just have like the air of acceptance around you, man. Like without that, I don't really think I'd be doing music at all. But for a long time, I really didn't know what I needed. And I think just music helped me find exactly what I just said.
It's been known that music is a safe space for you, as it is with most. It is essential. It is the artery of movement and transparency. And once again, a great word that describes who you are. It's very evolutionary. What, if you're comfortable to share, what has happened or an experience in your life that you had believed or may not have known you would ever get through, but you're absolutely proud of yourself for where you are now because of what you've learned, because of the faith that you had in yourself to persevere through those challenges?
I think a big precursor to where I got to today is like, I think addiction really helped open my eyes and realize that I'm more than what I tell myself I am. Because I let it beat me down to a pulp before I realized that I would have to be the one to pick myself back up and put it all back together again. And I think that's probably the easiest one off the top of my head. But I think I was adopted when I was 9 months old, and it really skewed my perception on life, feeling like I wasn't ever meant to be anything, or like I really had no direction from putting my foot on the ground. Like I felt like I just didn't belong anywhere. But I think now, like, I've taken these things and I just look at them now as you know, just a step in the right direction. And you gotta believe you're going in the wrong direction before you figure out like what the right direction is. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Do you feel in your life experiences that, because I assume you never had contact with your biological family, am I correct?
Actually, it's a little more complicated than that. I knew I was adopted ever since I can remember. And I had pretty solid contact with my birth mom, but my birth dad was nowhere to be found, until my 16th birthday. So there was a big hole in my life, and I was searching for a father figure for a number of years. And, I never really, it created a lot of problems in my life and unnecessary situations looking for acceptance from the wrong people.
With having, I don't know if this is the right word, opportunity, or with getting or obtaining that connection with your dad, was it what you expected? Did it turn out to be a positive thing for you, or what did that experience do for you? And before you answer, the reason why I ask is because I never knew my biological dad. And as you know, to those that are listening, Hurt and I had an opportunity to chat a little bit. I'm going to be honest, even though I knew my biological mother, and as you know, I was adopted as well, I don't feel that it made me or broke me not knowing who he is. I don't even know what he looks like. But I can honestly tell you that it took a very long time to find peace, because I had to find myself outside of myself, but within myself, without the identification and awareness to know what and where did I come from. Even with my mother, I still had to find my own identification. So it would just be very interesting if you're comfortable to share, what did that do for you as a young man, as a person, to see your dad, to get to know your dad? Did it help for the better, or did it make things more uncomfortable?
Well, I wouldn't say it really did a whole lot of anything. I think over the years of not having him in the picture, I learned just more that I don't really need him for anything, and that I can do anything that I so desire on my own. Which there's two sides to that sword for sure. Feeling like you have to do everything alone, and that you have to be your own guidance all the time. But I mean, when I did meet him, I didn't meet him. He called me on Facebook Messenger on my 16th birthday and pretty much just said like, "Hey, like, I love you. I've been thinking about you all these years, and I want you to come live with me." And I thought it was a pretty outlandish request, but I can't blame the guy. Like, he's trying to put his life back together, and that's all I can ask of him. But I can't say it did a whole lot for me. Like, conversing with him, no. I had hoped that there would be a lot more impact behind him finally reaching out, but nah, man. Pretty much another day.
I assumed it either gave you answers, whether questions were answered or not, or at least a solidification of what was conscious and subconscious within you, to have been in that moment and that experience with him. Having you said that, I believe that could have and most likely would have been the same experience for me. I will honestly say that I believe it brought you some sort of closure, whatever it may be, to have that experience. At least you had the opportunity to say what you want, to ask what you want, or just walk away and just be at peace about it.
Yeah, I think you said solidification, and that describes it perfectly. It just made everything feel a little bit more real. Like there was no fantasy behind who this guy was or where I came from or anything. Like he was staring me in the face, and like he's like kind of exactly who I thought he was. He's just like an absent guy, not really much to him. And I think that propelled me to do what I'm doing now. And like, I want there to be some sustenance to my character, and I want to be able to represent myself well. So that in the event that I do have a kid, I can be there for him and I can do the next right thing.
No, I appreciate you sharing that. And for what it's worth, from the opposite end of the spectrum, I don't have the capacity to measure that for you of what you went internally. I will say that most people, especially having, been in that situation where we were at when we were younger, don't ever get that sort of type of closure, whether there's silence attached to it or even a little bit of dialogue. So with that, I'm happy you were able to be gifted that, that power and empowerment that you deserved. Because like I said, most of us don't get that. And we've got to go through life, even though you were able to obtain and solidify the opening and closing for what that chapter meant for you. I believe in what I hear in you is it did something in your best interest, and it's translating in a very healthy way. And I truly feel that and believe that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You've got an upcoming EP titled TBD, To Be Determined. And this follows your experience in finding a healthy outlet through creating. Would you like to share with us a little bit more about this EP, what we have to look forward to, and what is the narrative of it?
So I'd say this project is it's going to be more true to myself, and I feel what I'm going through now. And it's a lot more updated content, and I've been really just honing in on what it is that I want to say and making it a little more impactful. So every song on the EP is going to be like handpicked out of the vault of songs that I make, because I sure make a lot and I don't release any of them. But I'm hoping that it's going to have a little more, it's going to have some chaotic uniformity to it, if that makes any sense at all. I'm just hoping that this will really, sorry, I'm kind of blanking for a word right here. I think it'll define me more as an artist.
It was written that this EP is the first time you've dedicated yourself to something that isn't self-destructive. There have been times where you've struggled a lot and didn't say anything because there's a lot on the line. Hurt Season has found his voice and is ready to share it with the world. Will you ever be coming to the States?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I love the States.
Well, I definitely informed Beth and Tim. I want to come and see a live performance by you. I know it'll be extremely well done, unpredictable, but I do very well with unpredictability. And I believe that is a gift and a talent for yourself to leave room for people to interpret you and your music, but also then surprise them by what it really means in your own reality. And then they can go back in and reinterpret that, the context in whatever way it may seem fit for how it feels to them at their point in time in their life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said.
Appreciate that. We're going to go ahead. We're going to play Dark Star. We're going to do it live here on Power 98.5 satellite radio. We have the true opportunity for what I call an established artist, but who's also a breakout artist, but a well-maintained artist who, once again, hails from Canada. We're going to be seeing a lot more of him. Hurt Season, Dark Star.
Fucked up till I'm dead inside. Only time that I feel alive, yeah. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. That mean I disappear in the nighttime. Sipping from the bottle, meaning I ain't tryna change shit. Stumble on a frequency, I'm wasted. Welcome to the motherfucking matrix. Welcome to the take this, drink that. I ain't tryna face shit. Having out a body that's a spaceship. They telling me the darkest thoughts happen right before the beautiful ones. So I guess my heart is thought thinking that I might not be a beautiful one. I guess I'm a dark star, shadow in the day, an unusual one. Happy in the dark, let it be apart from the irreducible sun. Cause that's where I'm the beautiful one. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. Fucked up till I'm dead inside. Only time that I feel alive, yeah. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. That mean I disappear in the nighttime.
I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright.
Dark Star by Hurt Season. Download it now. Head on over to iTunes. Where else is the best place to go and connect to you, Hurt?
Spotify is good, and then my Instagram is just at Hurt Season, all spelled out.
And you've been building a lot of good content on that Instagram page. I'm impressed by it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When is the full EP going to be launched?
Closer to December, it seems like.
Oh, wow. But you're going to have a couple more tracks launched before then, or are we going to be anticipation?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be putting out a couple of singles, just testing out the water and everything. But yeah, it'll all be building up towards December, November.
Today is your first official interview, live interview. How well do you think you've done?
I guess I'll have to listen back to it, but I think I've done a pretty good job.
I think so too. So this interview at Hurt Season is going to re-air Saturday, July 16th. We're going to be doing this at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 11, 12, 12. I always got to count back. 11 Pacific. So just so you know, Hurt, we're going to send this interview over to your team, over to Beth and Tim. So you'll be able to listen to it anytime. They're going to have this to utilize to send out to media. If you're unable to tune in on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific, we will be uploading this, sending it over to our distribution company, this interview at Hurt Season, live music drop, of Dark Star will be available on Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, iHeartRadio, and all other platforms, including Spotify. So once again, Hurt, who would you like to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to my managers, Beth and Tim, and my boy Joey, who's always been there for me and picking me up when I need to be. And my mama and my papa.
I love it. And once again, your best social is Instagram, right?
Yes, sir.
Give us that handle one more time, please.
Hurt Season, all spelled out.
HurtSeason. Stay on the line, hold the line. We're going to close out one more time. We're going to be listening to Dark Star by Hurt Season here on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. Once again, let all your friends, your family know. Tune in tomorrow, Saturday, July 16th, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific, for all of the great things we've got to look forward to about Hurt Season, his new hit single, Dark Star. There's my Jersey accent coming out. Dark Star, live here on Power 98.5. And so you know, Hurt, your track is streaming. It's on rotation on the radio station. So we've got it playing. All right, everyone, we're closing out with Dark Star by Hurt Season.
Fucked up, tell them that inside. Only time that I feel alive, yeah. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. That mean I disappear in the nighttime. Sipping from the bottle, meaning I ain't trying to change shit. Stumble on a frequency, I'm wasted. Welcome to the motherfucking matrix. Welcome to the take this, drink that. I ain't trying to face shit. Having out a body that's a spaceship. They telling me the darkest thoughts happen right before the beautiful ones. So I guess my heart is thought thinking that I might not be a beautiful one. I guess I'm a dark star, shadow in the day, an unusual one. Happy in the dark, let it be apart from the irreducible sun. Cause that's where I'm the beautiful one. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. Fucked up till I'm dead inside. Only time that I feel alive, yeah. I'm a dark star in a bright sky. That mean I disappear in the nighttime.
I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright. I'm a dark star in the bright.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.